Maine lobsters, often regarded as the king of seafood, contribute to over 90% of the lobster supply in the United States. These crustacean monarchs are not only a gastronomic delight, but also a significant player in the seafood industry. Their economic value is immense, with their annual catch contributing substantially to the state's revenue. Their popularity among seafood aficionados is unparalleled, making them a staple in coastal cuisine across the country. Delicious and nutritious, Maine lobsters have indeed earned their royal title. Have you ever wondered how these kings of seafood come to be? Let's dive into the fascinating life cycle of a Maine lobster. The journey begins as a tiny egg harbored under the tail of a female lobster. For nearly a year, she nurtures them until they are ready to face the world. When the time is right, the female lobster releases the eggs into the water, marking the beginning of the next stage. The newly hatched lobsters, now known as larvae, enter a world filled with danger and discovery. For about 2 weeks, they swim freely, growing and molting, shedding their old shells to make room for larger ones. It's a risky time for these little ones, as they are vulnerable to predators. After several molts, the larvae transform into post-larvae, marking the beginning of their juvenile stage. They now resemble mini versions of adult lobsters. At this point, they abandon their free-swimming life and head towards the ocean floor, seeking shelter among rocks and seaweed. Over the next several years, they continue to grow and molt, slowly but surely making their way to adulthood. As adults, these lobsters are ready to reproduce and continue the life cycle. Females can carry hundreds of thousands of eggs, ensuring the survival of their species. From a tiny egg to a large adult, the journey of a Maine lobster is a fascinating one, filled with growth and transformation. Maine lobsters thrive in a specific environment. Let's explore their unique habitat. These regal crustaceans inhabit the chilly, rocky bottoms of the North Atlantic Ocean. It's a world away from the tropical, sandy bottoms we usually associate with sea life. But for the lobster king, it's home sweet home. Here in this frigid underwater landscape, Maine lobsters find comfort and security in the rocky crevices. They can hide from predators, rest, and even raise their young in these secluded nooks and crannies. But don't think they're homebodies. Maine lobsters are known for their migratory behavior. They traverse great distances across the ocean floor, sometimes traveling up to 100 miles in search of food and mates. This dynamic lifestyle, combined with a preference for a rocky and cold environment, makes the North Atlantic Ocean a perfect habitat for these creatures. The cold, rocky seafloor of the North Atlantic is the perfect kingdom for our lobster king. What makes a Maine lobster stand out? Let's uncover some defining characteristics. The first thing you might notice about these majestic creatures is their impressive size. A fully grown Maine lobster can be as long as 3 feet, making them one of the larger species of lobster in the world. This size is complemented by a striking blue-black color, which stands out in their natural habitat. But that's not all. They also have 2 large claws, each with a different purpose, one for crushing and the other for cutting, making them perfectly adapted to their diet. Long antennas protrude from their heads, acting as sensory organs to help them navigate their world. And let's not forget their impressive lifespan. Maine lobsters can live to be over 100 years old, outliving many of their marine counterparts. With their unique characteristics, Maine lobsters are indeed a sight to behold in the underwater world. We've journeyed through the life, habitat, and characteristics of the Maine lobster. This fantastic creature, known as the king of seafood, has revealed to us its fascinating life cycle. From tiny eggs nestled under the mother's tail, developing into larvae that float in the ocean's surface, to finally settling on the seafloor as juveniles and growing into the robust adult lobster we're familiar with. We've explored their preferred habitat, the rocky seafloor of the Atlantic, where they establish their territories and live out their lives. We've also delved into the defining characteristics that make this species truly regal. Their large size, distinctive claws, and brilliant blue-green to brownish color set them apart in the underwater world. This tale of the Maine lobster, with its intricate life and striking features, serves as a testament to the complexity and beauty of nature. Maine lobsters, the kings of seafood, continue to fascinate and delight us with their unique existence and delicious taste.